Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas, you only live once. Well, last time, I was a complete idiot and managed to get myself shot in the back several times. So we're down to 31 hit points lost, and my supply of stealth boys is dwindling terrifyingly fast, so, okay. How about today, we mosey on to fresh pastures? Because I think it's time for us to approach Vegas proper, so, okay. Let's kick off at the 188 because, the road to Outer Vegas at least is sure to be mostly pretty safe. So kicking off from this lovely spot right here, all we're gonna do is follow the road to the northwest here. And there should be nothing between me and my next destination. Oh, and there we go. As we mosey around the corner, we are now on the road straight to Vegas. We are making some good progress here today, though, you know what, random billboard? I agree. I think I wouldn't mind blasting off to the future with a quick tour of the REPCONN headquarters museum, given that he's literally right next to the road here, and there's a good opportunity to pick up some really nice loot as well. So just go straight past the petrol station here. Building in question is the one right over there. And nice thing about this building is you can explore it pretty thoroughly even if you can't pass the appropriate skill checks. It's just a really cool, well-designed mini-dungeon. So okay, before we step inside, check the time, because the building's only supposed to be open from 10 AM to 5 PM. So you might be asked to leave if you go in outside those times, but fortunately, we are A-okay, so... right. Pop inside, and we should be pretty safe immediately. Ignore the jiggling corpses, that doesn't mean we're in trouble, that's all absolutely fine. Just, help ourselves to all of this, additional baseball bats, etc, etc, lovely. Everyone loves a laser weapon too, very, very valuable indeed, spot on. But so all we need to do is mosey into the museum here and start picking up some ID cards. So, the first one is, locked behind an average locked door. Though hilariously, if you're coming to this museum within visiting hours, you can just ask the robot to do the tour, and then eventually he'll get to this door and open it for you, because it's part of the tour. But yes, I don't need to wait for that. That's all A-okay. Get myself some extra experience by just opening it. And that means you can get up here, help yourself to security card number 1. Watch out for skeletons, because, sometimes Bethesda physics will just murder you. So, okay. Past this rather delightful room here. I do like this room. This room is gorgeous. Though, yes, there is one thing. I'm not sure whether I'm actually going to be able to get here, which is through this door into the gift shop. The door back here, that's 75 locked, so I can't get that open right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. There is one possibility, but we'll come back to that later. But thanks to picking up that key, I can now open this door, which otherwise you'd need a 50 lockpick to do. So robot gets you past that back door, that key gets you in this door, and now you're in the backstage area. Which would be a problem because, you don't work here, but you're carrying a security card already, so no one really cares about that. So, supposed to be a robot round here. Where's the robot who checks your ID? There's normally... There we flipping go!
Valid security badge detected. Temporary access granted. Please complete employee registration with security.
So there we go. Just being in possession of a badge is good enough that the robots won't cause trouble for you. Won't get you into this room back here, though, and we definitely want to be cracking this open, because this room is cocking full of microfusion cells. And microfusion cells will sell for ridiculously good money. And that's 20 apiece right there. And if we are even more lucky, maybe, just maybe, we can help ourselves to, gosh darn it, no stealth boys on this occasion. So with that in hand, and also, hang on, a few more cocking microfusion cells yet, actually, we can move straight on to floor number 2. Because this room at the end, very hard locked. So we'll come back to you in just a second. So, okay. Those upstairs, prepare for a jump scare, because there's going to be a big scary eye right in front of you, and that's fine. So now we just brake left immediately, And yeah, over here, we've got ourselves a very easy terminal. So once again, you need literally no skill to crack that open. Any character could do this at level 1. Then we could just add our facial data to the database, and now we should be safe on floor 2 as well, I believe.
Hello, Mrs. Millett. I hope you have an excellent day at work today.
And there we go, not just chill with me, also we're very polite. Oh, and bloody hell, maybe my luck has finally turned. So, okay. Here in one of the ammo boxes, right here in just a side cupboard, another stealth boy. So, right, that makes up for, yes, the stupid catastrophe last week, I'd say. But yeah, there's just a lot of experience to be got in this building if you are decent at, you know, hacking or lockpicking, just opening up every single door one by one. But yeah, so once you're done with that, just a mosey to the end, take a right here, and mosey up to the top floor. In we go, just a look out for, yes, a few corpses down here. Just get over to you, have myself to laser weaponry, because why not? Don't bother with, yeah, the flipping power armor, because, yeah, it weighs 40, it's heavy armor, it's only got a DT of 19, so really not worth bothering with, to be honest. Take the holotape, though, we might need that down the line, you never flipping know. And just hop over the top here, and make your way towards, yes, this here suitcase. So, pre-war money 200, that is a lot of cocking money, and a 3rd floor security card as well. Spot on. So with that done, just a mosey straight back down to the bottom floor. That's all we need to do up there because, yeah, even if you do get caught out of position, you've got 30 seconds to get out the way before there's any trouble. So, point is, we got that security card out of the briefcase because that security card can, here we go, open up this door on the 2nd floor, which normally would be hard locked, so you'd need 75 lockpicking. But don't you worry, with that flipping card in hand, you could just go straight over here, mosey on down, and there you go. The Q35 matter modulator, this game's unique plasma rifle variant. So, yeah, if you just do that, you can come into here at level 1 with no skills whatsoever, and still get that, because there's no need to actually pass any of the skill checks whatsoever. And yeah, then you just get out again by cracking open the lock from this side, so that door's now open. So for me, basically, yeah, this was just a run to get even more money, because I'm just going to be selling that rifle and all these microfusion cells, no trouble whatsoever. The one thing I'm not sure about, though, is, yeah, how much of a master key that key I just got is. Like, can that open the hard-locked door in the gift store? So it could open the hard-locked door on the 2nd floor, but nope, tragically not. That's one there's nothing we can do. Still, back outside, rejoin up with the road, etc, etc. We've got plenty more to cover today, including a couple of stores we've got no use for right here, though. Right. This is obviously where we could choose to turn in and go to McCarran. But if we go to McCarran this direction, yeah, there's going to be fiends, NCR troops, lots of fighting. Basically, yeah, I don't want to do that. I could get to McCarran a much safer way in the future. So, ignore that, we're not going in that direction. Just, yeah, continue following the road, because, yeah, as we go just a tiny bit further north, if we just mosey around the corner here, we should be reaching. Am I where I think I am right now? I must be where I think I am. So there we go. That's definitely the, what is it? Aerotech, Aerotine, Aerotech! That was it. The Aerotech office park. So yeah, there's nothing I need here that's excessively urgent. But while I'm passing by, I'm going to nip into, yes, this tent on the right. Because I want to say hello to Mr. Frank Weathers. Because, yeah, there's a really weird thing in New Vegas, which is this guy is associated with a mission to rescue his wife and child. But if you actually speak to him before you go and speak to the wife and child, this quest awards, like, a huge amount of XP. But if you happen to run into the wife and child first, it awards basically nothing. So, yes, it's worth speaking to this guy and verifying he's missing one wife and several children.
We were crossing the Mojave, not far from Searchlight, when a band of Caesar's Legion slavers came out of nowhere. They took my family.
Yes, indeed. With an intelligence check of 5, we could question how precisely they ended up taking your family, but not you.
God help me. I ran. I abandoned my family to those butchers. Not a day goes by I don't hate myself for that.
And that's fine, Frank. I'll go track him down when the time is right. And yes, having spoken to Frank now, that's going to be worth a lot more to me in future. And there we go, and thus begins a Left to My Heart. Still, step outside and keep on keeping on, and here we go. We've now made it to, yes, the far side of McCarran. This is by far the safer way to get there, so, yeah, just mosey in this direction and take a left at the end here. Here we go. We can just tag Camp McCarran while we're passing by. No need to go inside just yet. That's already what I'm thinking of doing today. But yeah, just tag it while I'm here so I can make it back nice and easy. Though while I'm passing by, I do want to make a pit stop right here in the NCR Farms, because in one of the bunks in here, there's a skill book. I just can't remember which bunk, so okay, this might take me a while, because I think there's several. This looks about right. That's a proper bunk as opposed to just one of the grow houses, so, okay. I swear there's a, yeah, sneak skill book somewhere in one of these structures. There we go, right on the floor. Beautiful. Oh, hang on. I just stepped outside and I'm hidden. But somebody's doing something, and that sounds like a laser weapon. Okay, hang on. I should be safe behind, you know, all of this fencing and whatnot, so... Okay, well, somebody's annoyed about something over there. Okay, seriously. Who's firing? Well, probably just a, yeah, Caravan and mercenary. Question is, the thing he was firing at, did he kill it and thus stop firing? Or did it kill him and thus he couldn't fire and it's still alive? What even would that be? Maybe a golden gecko. You do see geckos not too far from here, so... Okay, maybe, like, stay down, etc., etc. Because we're not like... Oh, hang on. I see something over there. Hang on, hang on. Get my binoculars out, because I don't have any weapons with a scope, because I'm a melee user. That looks like, yeah, a travelling merchant mercenary. So I'm pretty sure, whatever it was, that guy killed it. So, right. That gets us, yeah, past the farms. So now we can make our way straight to, yes, one of the biggest, sexiest, and most exciting shops in all of New Vegas.
Hello, potential customer.
Oh, Vendertron, I love you so, so much. So, let's see what you've got, because the thing about New Vegas is lots of weapons out in the world just are where they are. Like, you know, if you know where a weapon is and you're good enough to get to it, you can have it at level 1. Shops generally don't work like that, for the most part, which is... You just appeared out of nowhere and we all saw you. So yes, shops have their general inventory, which is tied to your level, but also if a shop's supposed to carry a unique variant, it will carry it all the time. So say over in Novak, Paciencia is always going to be available at Cliff Briscoe's store, even if you're level 1. But yes, beyond that, the weapons might be a bit flimsy till you get up to a high level. So yeah, this guy might have a whole bunch of different interesting things available to me. And in my experience also, the Vendertron tends to be a bit generous in terms of what level some elite stuff starts spawning in. So for example, yeah, I'm only level 9, but this shop is happy to sell an anti-materia rifle because it's a GRA weapon, this is a GRA store, so okay, you could just buy that if you've got the money. Which I do, but obviously, you know, it's a gun, so I can't use that. Tragically, one weapon this guy isn't selling yet is the Ballistic Fist, which is like, you know, an incredibly ludicrous ultimate mega weapon. However, he is willing to sell its unique variant, the two-step goodbye. There's just one small problem, which is, 1, this thing costs 29,000 cocky caps, and 2, it causes explosions. Meaning, if I do try and use this McGibble, I'm going to sneak up on people and do a sneak attack, and then they're going to explode, and I'm going to be hit by the explosion and die. So, yes, hilariously for me, as far as I'm concerned, this is a unique variant that's worse than the weapon it's based upon. So, we'll leave that, move on, but yeah, we've now got access to all of these stores because we can just fast travel back to them anytime we want to, of course. And we're very much not done yet either, because yeah, we have also now reached the... Hang on. Hang on, we've got more trouble. That's Isaac with a plasma weapon. What are you taking on, buddy? I can't see what's next to you. It looked just like a raider armor over there, so... No, seriously. Who are you fighting? If you knock them down... Isaac, are you okay, buddy? Okay, just be careful. Just occasionally, you might see the odd, like, you know, raider, fiend, etc., etc. in this bit of the world, so... luckily, Isaac, who just, you know, appeared out of thin air a second ago, he's here protecting me. Sorry, as I was saying... Number one, we've now got one of the entrances to Freeside right here. So we can, you know, take care of that in a second. And on top of that, yeah, we've got Crimson Caravan too, where once again, we can help ourselves to a little bit more money. For the simple reason that, yes, unless he's like, you know, bugged out somewhere, Ringo should be floating around inside. And he promised me more money the next time I ran into him.
Hey there. Here's the rest of the payment I promised you back in Good Springs.
So, alright, 150 caps, not spectacular to be honest, but it's better than nothing, I guess. And while I'm passing by, I was about to say I'd like to speak to Blake. Blake, are you going to bed right now? Do not go to bed, I want to buy and sell from you, so... Okay, possibly Blake's only around during the day, I'd forgotten about that. Still, one advantage to everyone going to bed, of course, is I could just crack open the safe in the main office, help myself to 300 bottle caps, a whole bunch of NCR dollars, beautiful, and just step outside and pretend I was never here. Which, I mean, stand perfectly still for the next, like, 6 or so hours, because, yes, I do want to speak to Blake before I go. And okay, not much in the way of weapons or anything, however... I will happily, clear him out of various skill magazines. Especially given this lad is swimming in money, and I'm swimming in micro-fusion cells I need to sell. Right. That's a big old pile of money I've now got in a hand, though,
McLafferty's been riding asses again.
I was about to say,
Better lay low.
I'm going to go out this gate here. Decided I'm not going to because, yes, I'm just a tiny bit unnerved by the fact I saw Isaac shooting someone on the far side, so... I'm just going to loop around, this way, where things should be a bit safer. Just make sure. This area could be a bit weird. Like, you know, fiends just appearing out of nowhere and whatnot, so... yeah, just mosey in this direction and make sure we're a-okay. Oh, hang on. I see Isaac over there again. He's now running. Doesn't seem like a good sign, to be honest. No. But okay, just... eyes open. Whatever was here, I think he killed it. Because, you know, the fight stopped. And he's not dead. So... I think we're fine. So, yeah. To date, I've been a bit stingy when it comes to spending my money. Well, that's about to cocky end, because we've made it to the New Vegas Medical Center. And just a reminder, what this place basically is a location where you buy this game's bobbleheads, though it's not entirely how, you know, desks work, but you're pretty close, good try. So yeah, I can now boost each one of my special stats, but yes, you can only have so many implants, because 1, they're expensive, and 2, yeah, it's a function of your endurance. But my endurance right now is 7, and I can boost my endurance with the endurance implant to 8. So that means 8 implants. So, factoring in that there is basically no need for me to take the charisma implant, and one of the other special implants is healing, yeah, that should mean we're a-okay. I can take every single perk I need, which is all the special, minus charisma, then the one that gives you a bit of bonus armor. It's like a 3rd rank of toughness you can just take for money, and yeah, that should be all a-okay.
Welcome to the New Vegas Medical Clinic. I'm a fully qualified physician and can fix whatever is wrong with you for a reasonable fee. If you've got the caps, I've also got several implants available to enhance your physical attributes.
Oh, you magnificent, wonderful person, and now we're flipping talking. And on top of that, yeah, she's got a few skill magazines, so I can trade out the rest of that ammo for a few of them, just to make sure we've got everything we can get out of here. Getting me up to a very reasonable 12,000 caps, so, okay. Let's talk about endurance, because 1, that keeps me alive, and 2, it's the implant that lets me have more implants, so not a bad one to kick off with. And there is also, yes, one other reason I want to take this. We'll get into that later.
The nociception regulator modifies your cardiovascular system, and you won't tire as quickly. The price is 4,000 caps, same as most other implants. Have a seat in the auto dock. This will take a few hours.
Okay, when you say auto dock, are you about to heal me? Because all I want is, nope, you've not healed me. Good. My health has actually gone up, but only because I've got some more endurance. But yeah, I've still lost 31 hit points, so that's fine. The question is, do I want to take another one immediately? Because the other one that would be nice is intelligence. Because intelligence means more skill points. Thinking about it, yeah. I'm level 9 right now. I'm only going to get to level 13. So I've got 20 level ups left. If I buy the intelligence implant, I'm basically only buying 10 skill points I can actually spend. But I'm also buying +2 to every skill that's already derived from intelligence. You know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take the intelligence right now because, basically, if there's a way to buy skill points, do it. And there we go, my brand new special distribution, where my intelligence only says 9. That's because, yes, I'm still drunk from the last episode. Right, with that done, on we go. Just make sure nothing's spawned outside while I was here. Looks fine to me, so... okay. Step the next. I now want to mosey inside Freeside and... just the wind. Sorry, I thought I heard something behind me there, but I think it was just like, you know, the wind, tumbleweed, etc., etc. So, yeah, cut through Crimson Caravan. But okay, we're now going to be stepping inside a Freeside. Problem is, that probably means we're going to need to do a little bit of fighting. For the simple reason that, yeah, Freeside thugs do just spawn in on occasion. So, set the golf club. That would be useful for knocking them down, because... you know, I was about to say, they all spawn in with melee weapons, making them not that dangerous. But now I say it out loud. I'm not actually 100% sure about that. Like, 90% sure. That's not that sure, now I think about it, but... don't know who was just detecting me there. Oh, it's probably you up there. That's fine. So, okay. Mosey into Freeside. Everything's gonna be fine. That's just Dixon. Don't worry about it. Everything's a-okay. And that's just children playing. That's also not a problem. But yeah. Well, in theory, I could nip into Mick and Rouse, which I definitely want to go on a visit right now. Then, like, go outside, loop around, and then go in the north entrance to make it to the old Mormon fort, which I also want to visit. Sooner or later, I'm going to need to make sure that the streets are actually safe to walk. So, okay. Time being, pop inside Mick and Rouse here, because you guys have a very sexy, interesting store indeed. Because yes, if you just speak to this guy normally, he's got, you know, a decent if unremarkable selection. Not much money on him either, dear I flipping dear. However, if you ask after special items, oh flippin' yeah, all of a sudden with a nice easy speech 30 check, he's willing to give me the good stuff. And of particular note, oh blimey, Embrace of the Mantis King. Now, I appreciate this thing, it doesn't look like, hugely spectacular. In terms of base numbers, it appears very similar to a Power Fist. But that is very, very much not true, because bonus critical damage and bonus critical chance are both amazing things to have on a weapon. So the bonus crit damage means when you get a sneak attack crit, you're going to be doing a lot more damage than you expect, because we're not just taking the weapon's damage, adding it on again, then multiplying by 5. We get to add a whole bunch of extra bonus damage on, then multiply everything by 5. So yeah, that's pretty sexy. This thing is actually really, really bloody strong. In fact, yeah, in terms of damage that it does from a sneak attack, this thing comfortably beats a fully modded chainsaw with the damage boosting teeth and whatnot. This thing is a beast. So yeah, 12 grand will get me a really, really bloody powerful weapon. But you know what? I was just, thinking of selling medicine, etc, etc. John, with the snow globes you've collected, oh, now that could be interesting. Okay, before we step outside, though, yeah, you can't really sneak around Freeside. There's just, thugs on various corners. They will rush you. So, on account of which, may as well just put on the riot gear right now. Yeah, that's right. You don't want to mess with me, actually. So, okay. Step outside. There's a very good chance one's going to be coming in from the right. There we go. He's already coming in. I just want to verify what he's holding. Lead pipe. That is fine. So, right. You know what? You want to come in. Just wait for him to get nice and close. And then, yeah. Step 1. We knock him over. And then I'm going to show you something else rather exciting. Which is, yes, if we just knock you to the ground. I think he might have just hit me. Did you just hit me? He did 100% just going to stab in. But only for like 4 hit points. So, okay, we're down to 35. That's very unfortunate. But yeah, sometimes that's going to happen. So, right. Last episode, I was talking about unarmed weaponry. And specifically how, yes, getting to unarmed 50 gets you something very sexy indeed. The uppercut, which gets you 15% bonus damage to all attacks. But that's not all unarmed weapons could do. Oh no. No. They could do something much, much sexier. A special attack that only becomes available in the event that the enemy has been downed. So he's down on the ground at the minute, and as a result, we get access to Stomp. And Stomp does double damage. And I just want you to think about that for a second. Okay, the reason the baseball bat is way better than it looks is because it gets a special attack that lets you double the damage. Over on Unarmed, literally every weapon can have its damage doubled if you can just knock enemies to the ground. So that's precisely what we're going to do. We're just going to stamp on you, and then stamp on you again, and down you flipping go. For the time being, back over to the 9-iron. If we're lucky, that should be it for the time being. Like, sometimes you see one coming round the corner from over there. But if we're lucky, and I just stick to, the corner here, we should be fine. That's just a rat. It's a calm rat. Don't worry about that. That's fine. It's just like, running around with the kid, etc., etc. But okay. The point is, what I want to do now is mosey straight on over to the old Mormon fort, where there is a lot that we can get done. Because this here is the center of the Followers of the Apocalypse, which we did some work with last week when we helped them out over at Helios 1. Though, let's just sneak into, this area over here, because, hang on, where are you? There we go, another snow globe. So right, that's 3 of them straight away. Beautiful. Anyway, hello there, Julie. Lovely to meet ya.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
So okay, Julie here needs a whole bunch of help. And if we help her out, we will become friends with the Followers of the Apocalypse. And while they are a very minor faction, oh yeah, getting sweet with these guys comes with some big big rewards.
Medex, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
So okay. Medex, Fixer, and Radaway. Okay. I'm pretty sure I do have a good supply of Medex at least, so we'll have at least something to give you. But the point is, yeah, every time we give us some stuff, the followers will like us more and more. But on top of that, Julie. It sounds to me like you need a proper steady supply, not just random bits and pieces.
So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you.
So okay, that opens up a new opportunity to do a long-term deal to supply these guys with the chems they need. And yeah, the actual supplier we're looking for is the Atomic Wrangler just round the corner here in Freeside. So yeah, this is very easy to sort out. And on top of that, there's one more thing as well, which is ask after Freeside's specific troubles.
There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions. Old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff, they're not going to kick their habits on their own.
There we go. Two people in particular that need a helping hand. So okay, before we start donating anything, right, I've got barely any Fixer at all. But I do have, 15 Medex, and, hang on, 14 Radaway. Good. So I can donate plenty of that, and... hang on, I'll be right back, Julie. Just be a little bit careful while we mosey back round to this side of town, though... okay, not seeing anyone new pop up. I feel like somebody new is going to pop up at some point. But it seems to be chiller for the moment. Just listen for the music turning. That's how we'll know something's gone a bit wrong. But yeah, I swear I'm remembering. You, buddy. 2 doses of Fixer. Not bad at all. And also your own unique version of whiskey and your own special jet as well. Though hilariously, yes, your jet is 1, cheap, and 2, only slightly worse than normal jet. It's also highly addictive, but I literally can't get addicted, so... okay, I'm going to solve the local drug problem by buying literally all of the local drugs. Beautiful! Yeah, while I'm on this side of town, hang on, you're one of the 2 people we need to speak to, I believe. And yeah, as long as you've got speech of 50, dealing with the 2 addicts is very, very simple indeed. Because all we need to do is say that you need some help, good sir.
Why stop? I feel great. No worries. My guy will be here soon enough. Just wait.
Ah, hang on. Sorry, I forgot one step of this process. Number 1, we've got to scare off Dixon. Luckily, he's even easier to deal with. So, that taken care of, back to you, good sir. And we can either collect some drugs for this guy, or optimize the drugs he needs using science, or alternatively, best of all, give him an inspirational speech and he'll just get clean by himself or something.
I think you're right. I've been through worse. I'll go to the fort and see if the followers can watch over me while I recover.
And there we go. Nice and easy. Pick up some Freeside of fame. Beautiful. Oh, and I tell you what, before we go back to the fort, just mosey in this direction, we may as well deal with all of the business for these guys. So yeah, pass it by the kings. Don't worry about any of this nonsense. Yeah, just mosey in this direction. Chap number 2 should be right over here. And this side of Freeside, yeah, by like the Silver Rush and whatnot, 100% safe. You don't have to worry about anything over here. Anyway, Bill Ronte, have I got an inspirational speech for you?
Oh, Julie, I've really screwed things up. I'll head over to the fort and get some rest. This has gone on too long.
And then one last stop right here at the Atomic Wrangler. So, all we need to do is raise this with him, and the Garrets are in fact very happy to do this deal.
Really now? Well, this is news. We could possibly supply what they need, but they would need to supply us in kind. They have the tech know-how to make our stills work more efficiently. Pure alcohol means we can get our customers drunk quicker. Getting our customers drunk quicker means more caps spent at the tables and stuffing slots, if you know what I mean. Plus, the extra alcohol can serve as surgical disinfectant for their needs. The followers are a good lot. They've stitched up our boys in the past.
So there we go. That seems like a good deal to me. It would just take a few trips back and forth for them to finally agree on it. Right, all of that in hand, back to the old Mormon fort we go. So, step 1, the 2 addicts are now safely in your care. You're very welcome.
I saw them. Thank you so much for helping them. This means a lot to the followers of the apocalypse. You have our thanks. If you need some medical supplies, come see me. With Jacob working with us, we should be able to spare a stim or fixer once a day.
So alright, that gets us some XP, in fact, quite a bit of XP. Blimey. Plus some Freeside fame, which is beautiful. Before we get to level 10 though, one more thing we need to discuss as well. The Garants, because, yes, as I say, this is going to take a tiny bit of back and forth to agree upon.
They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized pushers. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and chems. How does that help Freeside?
So yes, she's not 100% convinced immediately, but she's very easy to win round. Don't worry about it, Julie, I swear it's all going to work out fine. And then, of course, okay, there was a talk of supplies to drop off. And yeah, if you want to maximise the reputation you get here, you've got to do this very carefully, because if you give them 10 of anything, that mission is then complete at that point. They say they've got enough supplies for the time being. So you want to give them, like, 9, and then move on to the next thing, so you can maximise the amount of reputation. So, right away, we could give you 3 of those. That will get me a bit of a reputation. Just continue giving you them. Beautiful. Right away, 3. And then go over to Medex. Give the Medex times 3 as well. Beautiful. Then the Fixer. I think I've already got 3 of those, so that's a-okay. Yep, that's literally all I've got. So, go on then. Have, like, 3 more Rataways. So that should be absolutely cooking tons of reputation. Probably enough, if we're lucky, to get right up to the maxed out Idolize status.
Oh, by the way, I got a shipment of magazines from home I'd be willing to sell if you're interested.
Oh, I am very interested, Julie. Oh, yeah, I will take literally all of them. You never know when a flipping magazine's going to be useful. Oh, and there we go. As we step out of this conversation, 2 things happen immediately, which is 1, I become idolized with the followers, and 2, we hit that level 10. So, okay. I'm about to do something very, very weird that you're probably not expecting, but I promise I've got a good reason for this, which is the survival skill, which increases health restoration from a food and drink. I'm about to whack that up, like, all the way up to 45. I'm basically going to spend my entire level on nothing but survival, a skill I will basically never use again. But I promise, I've got a very, very good reason for that. Specifically, travel light. With survival of 45, while wearing a light armor or no armor, you run 10% faster. And this is cocking huge. Like, movement speed in general is amazing, but for this melee YOLO run in particular, oh, it is vastly, vastly better than you might be expecting, because think of my Stealth Boy situation. When I activate a Stealth Boy, I've got 2 hours and 40 minutes to do as much as I can. But if I can move 10% faster, I could get more done within that time frame. And when I'm not under a Stealth Boy, I could sneak up on enemies faster and more efficiently, thus minimizing the risk of me being detected. And if I do get caught out by an enemy, the faster I can move, the faster I can run away to a safe environment and let the heat die down for a second. So, oh yeah, this is just the beginning of me boosting movement speed, but by the end of this run, if everything goes to plan, oh yeah, we're going to be moving a lot faster than just 10%.
Your work here in the old Mormon fort has been invaluable, and I can't think of a more worthy recruit. Will you join us?
And oh my, I would be delighted to join.
As a representative of the followers, I present you with your very own lab coat. Wear it well, and may it aid our cause. Also, before I forget, here's a key to a safe house you can use to rest if you happen to be in the area. I'll just mark it on your map.
And there we go. We have now got access to the followers' safe house. And that is a very, very important, actually. It's also very far away, so let's not worry about that, right this second. Still, I would say having made some very good friends here in Freeside, how about we call it a putt there? But next time... Right. I think I know precisely where I want to go next. Oh yeah, the bright lights of Vegas are calling to me, and with a whole bunch of snow globes in my possession, I could convert them into some very easy money. Use that to upgrade my weapons, and then... oh my. I think we're starting to cocky get somewhere. And on top of that, who knows, we might even find time to go and deal with my dear friend Benny. So hopefully you join me next time for that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been a Fallout New Vegas, You Only Live Once. Thank you very much, and goodbye. If we just hide the bodies, nobody needs to know about this. Yes! My stupid plan has worked! It turns out I'm a genius! The giant rat scorpion is not gone! Oh, hang on, there's more yet though, I'm still being very shocked. Guys, where's the NCR? Nobody needs to know.